Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the bishops and the elders, great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I am the brother Kaya from GMS Indianapolis, the branch of Indiana. The original Gary Camp is GMS, It Will Not Tarry 2. And it's June, right? Let me play that real quick. Because Bishop Nathaniel of the IUIC, years ago, about 9 years ago, right? Which it don't even seem that long ago. But about 9 years ago, he said, it's June. Ain't no microchip. It's June. And it was funny too, by the way. I'm going to play it real quick.
Ain't no microchip. It's June. Ain't no microchip. Ain't no microchips. It's June. Somebody should put a beat to that shit.
Nor come to pass.
We in June. Ain't no microchips. We in June. Ain't no microchips. Chips. 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 We in June. Ain't no microchips. June. June. June.
And we laughed when it came out.
We in June. June. It's June.
I can't believe it. This happened 9 years ago. I know this because this is my second year in the truth.
Ain't no microchip. Ain't no microchip.
It was just 9 years ago. And but I was just thinking, I say, damn, it's been a lot of shit happening in June. It's only the 11th. And a lot of shit has happened in June. So I'll just Google some stuff. I put, what did Romans do in June? In ancient Rome, June saw several religious festivals and rituals. A notable event was Vestalia, a festival held in honor of Vesta, the goddess of the hearth, and included gifts to her temple and special baked goods. Another festival, Matralia, honored Mater Matuta, the virgin goddess of the dawn, and matrons. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, now here we go. Okay, I'll keep reading. There was also a festival for Minerva Quinquartris Minusculae and a festival for Semanis. All right, this is what I want to read. The 24th of June marked the traditional date of the summer solstice, which was celebrated as the middle of summer. Now, the summer solstice is June is a special month. Look at them. This is what the AI overview says. June is a special month. What makes it special? Because it marks the beginning of summer in the northern hemisphere with the longest day of the year, summer solstice, falling around June 20th or the 21st. Now, let's be on the lookout for that day. Why? Because we know how this devil operates, all right? This devil operates in the occult, in esoteric, in magic, in witchcraft, right? Let's grab a scripture real quick. Isaiah 47 and 12. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries. See, they have a plethora of different sorceries, right? Because I'm gonna grab some real quick. Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. Who is the well-favored harlot? America, Babylon. A lot of countries are characterized as women. All right. The motherland. All right. In America, she would be a harlot. All right. Because all these, it's the melting pot. All right. America is like a whore. Come one, come all. A lot of countries be more about their own people. But America was the land of the opportunity for immigrants to come, you know. But when you come, what do it do? It turn you into them. All right. You become a degenerate. And the word degenerate means to leave off from the practices of your ancestors when you look that word up. And that's what you see people do when they come to America. It says, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Yeah. Ruin nations and families. All right. Turn them into degenerates. But they called them the mistress of witchcrafts. Mistress is the feminine form of master. Mistress, female owner, right? Sorceress, necromancer. Mistress hath the familiar spirit, all right? They're dealing in witchcraft, right? But in the sense of being a master of it, okay? So, because America, you know, over here, they took the occultic knowledge from everybody. All right, the Egyptians, the Assyrians, right? The Babylonians, the Medo-Persians. Hell, you got a little tribe somewhere in the Amazon, and you got some little voodoo. Are they going to get that? Right? So it says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries. It is many, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. See, America was started in witchcraft and occultism. When you look up the founding fathers, man, all right, there's a documentary. They didn't believe in the Most High. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. They getting tired. This shit ain't working. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, we in June, see, the monthly prognosticators, because if I'm not mistaken, let's look something up real quick. When did Romans go to war? What month? Let's see something real quick. All right, the Romans, like many ancient civilizations, did not have a set war month. However, okay, let me see something. I believe it was March because of Mars. All right. Why did Romans go to war in March? March or May or something? Okay, the Romans were known to go to war in March for several reasons, rooted in both the Roman calendar and military traditions. March was dedicated to the Roman god of war, Mars, and the weather in March with melting snows and warming temperatures made it easier to move armies across the land. The month's name literally meant to march, further reinforcing this association. Additionally, the Roman calendar year began in March, suggesting a time for new beginnings, including military campaigns. Here's a more detailed look. Month of Mars, god of war. March was named after Mars, the Roman god of war. This made it a fitting time for launching military campaigns, as the Romans believed in aligning their activities with the gods. All right. So in different months and different times of the year, these devils do different things. All right. Yeah. Let's look up a monthly prognosticator. Let's see what Google tells us. What is a monthly prognosticator? Definitions of prognosticator. Noun, someone who makes predictions of the future, usually on the basis of special knowledge, synonym, forecaster, predictor, soothsayer. Now, this devil makes his predictions, right, based off of him influencing the actions of the people. So they're not really true predictions. All right. He's just herding you and ushering you into a predetermined outlook, right? Let's look up something else. Let's look up Hegelian, which this was dialectic, which this was Prodigy's last album, right? Okay, the Hegelian dialectic, a central concept in the philosophy of G.W.F. Hegel, a devil, is a method of philosophical inquiry that explores the progression of ideas through their internal contradictions. It suggests that ideas evolve through a process of thesis. All right, you got one idea, antithesis, its opposite, and synthesis, how to bring it all together. All right. That's why you control both sides to produce a predetermined outcome. All right. And then you can get, I just gave the general overview of it, right? But that's how this devil do his prognostications. Okay. It says, verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. And see, we have the actual insight and the actual foreknowledge. All right? Because through the Spirit of the Lord, we telling this devil what he gonna do before he do it. So let's get some more about this June. All right? I put let's look up some things that happened in June. Oh, that was this year. Let's look at some that happened in June in the past. June is a month packed with historical events. The month includes the Battle of Waterloo, D-Day, the Allied invasion of Normandy, and the signing of the Magna Carta. Now, Apostle Tahar did a video. Let's see how long ago it was, because I was just watching it. Let me see. He did a video 11 hours ago, and in this video, he mentioned the Magna Carta. See? How's that for irony? He mentioned the Magna Carta in this video. He put, I asked Chat GPT, is the mark of the beast the micro C-hip? We in June. Ain't no microchips. And he also mentioned the Magna Carta in that video. Magna mean great, Carta mean charter, which that was something that a lot of constitutions, the Constitution is based off that in a sense, which basically said the king had to follow rules too. He couldn't just be doing whatever. Okay, it says, they invented the hula hoop. Okay, here's a more detailed look at some notable joint events. The D-Day invasion of Normandy, a pivotal moment in World War II, right? King John of England signs the Magna Carta, a document that limits the power of the monarch. The Battle of Waterloo, where Napoleon Bonaparte's forces are defeated by British and Prussian forces, takes place. The summer solstice, okay, marking the beginning of summer in the northern hemisphere. We know how these devils like to do with the days, all right? Because look, the Lord got days. See, this devil, he tries to be like the Most High. Let me see. So Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 33:7. Why do of one day excel another, when that's all the light of every day in the years of the sun? By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts. See, this devil, he does things too, based off the alterations of the sun, based off things, the summer solstice, the winter solstice, these different little things. Some of them hath he made high days and hallowed them, and some of them hath he made ordinary days. Like when you look up Christmas, right? Christmas is that holiday is a combination, is combined with the winter solstice, man. All right? Let me just look up something real quick. Sol Invictus, meaning unconquered sun in Latin, was a prominent god in the late Roman Empire. Look, them damn Romans, particularly during the 3rd century AD, he was associated with the rising sun, winter solstice, and was celebrated on December 25th. The cult of Sol Invictus was promoted by emperors like Aurelian and Elagabalus, who made him the chief god of the empire. See? A lot of these holidays that this devil do got people celebrating. All right? They ignorantly think it got something to do with Christianity. Which modern Christianity, it does have something to do with modern Christianity. Because modern Christianity is basically a combination of all these goddamn idols. But it don't have nothing to do with the Bible. Okay? Okay, so what else happened? Okay, now let's see what happened in June. Oh, my fault. Let me finish the scripture. Verse 8, by the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts. Some of them hath he made high days and hallowed them, like the Sabbath. And you want to notice something? Over the, maybe I'll say, it was 1 year. Let's see, today is June 25th. I say June 25th. It's 2025. I say 2023, almost every wicked holiday was on the Sabbath. All right? Or I'm telling you, so this devil, he tries to defiles the Most High righteousness in any way he can, even down to the holy days. And he exalts and uplifts his own. Right? 2 Thessalonians 2:4 on down, who opposed and exalted all that is called Most High. Not some. All, it says. Verse 9, some of them have he made high days and hallowed them, separated, made them holy. And some of them have he made ordinary days. And this devil thinks he can do the same and tries to do the same. Monthly prognosticators. He do stuff on certain days. Okay, I put what happened in June this year. In June 2025, the world witnessed, and it ain't over now. It's still the 11th. You got 19 more days to go. I think it's 30 days in June. So it's only about 1/3 of the month has passed. Still got 2/3 of the month left, almost. All right. In June 2025, the world witnessed a number of significant events, including a major drone attack on Russian air bases in Ukraine. Right. The 250th birthday celebration of the U.S. Army, and various national and international holidays. The month also includes the first day of summer. So you keep going, that keep coming up. Hurricane season and the observance of World Environment Day. All right. The U.S. Army celebrated its 250th birthday with the week-long event, including a run, walk, and a game with the Washington Nationals. Ukraine lost a large drone attack on Russian air, blah, blah, blah. World Environment Day, World Food Safety. This is Rome like a motherfucker. Remember, Rome had all those days and games. And while we doing this, the hopeful elect, while our eyes is on this, niggas is talking about Diddy, all right, and Halliburton and Shai Gillis Alexander, well, however the hell you say their names. Basketball. It says, at the start of hurricane season, the month also marked the first day of summer. Carol Noraki was elected president of Poland, and Lee Jae-myung won the South Korean election. A deadly school shooting occurred in Austria, and protests erupted in Los Angeles over ICE. Okay, what events? Look, National Red Rose Day, National Pen Pal Day. This is wrong. National Cancer Survivors Day. Well, who giving the cancer? National Say Something Nice Day. World Reef Awareness Day. This nigga destroying the reefs. Global Day of Parents. National Dairy Month. He fucked up the dairy. Dare Day. Father's Day. It's a full moon today. June 11th is this month's full moon. Today the 11th. Expect some crazy shit. You know what they say happen with the full moons. But also, it's not mentioning you got June. Oh, wait a minute. Look, you got Juneteenth. Kamehameha Day. Lord have mercy. So you got Juneteenth, which is supposed to be some sort of slave freedom day, right? And a lot of these jobs are starting to honor it, and you get it off. I've had several jobs over the years where you actually that's a paid day off. Well, this is the first job where it was a paid day off. The other job, it was just you just got it off without pay, right? So you got Juneteenth, Pride, Father's Day, everything I named previously, and you got Flag Day. Now wait a minute. It says Day of Defiance, another goddamn day. Day of Defiance to protest Trump's army Flag Day celebrations. All right. Protests are being planned across the country to deflect from the celebratory events to be held in Washington on Saturday, marking the Army's 250th birthday and Flag Day, which coincide with President Donald Trump's 79th birthday. So all this. See? Now, did this devil do this on purpose? We know how this devil get down, right? Let me see. Second Corinthians 2:11. All right. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Read in the NIV on the right. In order that Satan might not outwit us, for we are not unaware of his schemes. And one of his major schemes is that sorcery, man. Lies and sorcery. So is it ironic that all these things coincide together? Donald Trump, his birthday, Flag Day, the Army's 250th birthday, and it's all in one big old whop, one fell swoop, right? And in the process, wait a minute. And in the process, you got people protesting it. They call it? The No Kings Nationwide Day of Defiance will take place during Donald Trump's military parade, as the event is being billed by Invisible, a grassroots progressive movement, right? What's that? Isaiah 19, I will set Egyptian against Egyptian, right? The Day of Defiance comprises dozens of progressive grassroots organizations and unions, including the American Federation of Teachers and Planned Parenthood. The movement says it is comprised of pro-democracy and pro-worker movements and activists. Well, wait a minute. There ain't no work for Egypt. Wait a minute. Isaiah 19. We can read it now. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You got asylums, you got sanctuary cities that'll defy the national law, versus not cities that'll harbor so-called illegal immigrants, states that allow you to get abortions, states that won't, states that, well, you can get it at this term, but after 24 weeks or something like that, you can't get it. Other states, you can get it all the way up until the baby can come out of you. Right? Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. Let me read that in another verse. Let me see. Isaiah 19. Let's see what the NLT. Let's see what some other things say. Some other verse. NLT. The Egyptians will lose heart, and I will confuse their plans. They will plead with their idols for wisdom, because everything, man, people don't believe in the Bible. If you don't believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you believe in a goddamn idol. And call on spirits, mediums, and those who consult the spirits of the dead. And all that shit used to be taboo. Ouija boards, pendulums, and crystals, which ain't no wrong with crystals and stones. But back in the day, the people you saw with those things was part of the occult. OCCULT. All right? Now, it's nothing for you to get a palm reading. It's nothing for the nigga woman to burn some sage, right? Which sage is a good smell, but they do it in wickedness. NASB 95. Then the spirit of the Egyptians will be demoralized within them, and I will confound their strategy, so that they will resort to idols and ghosts of the dead, and to mediums and spiritists. Yeah, see, nothing's working anymore. You know how you've been demoralized and confounded in your strategy? Look at the student loans debt. Look at that student loan. Look at that student loan. See? It says, and the Egyptians will like give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. Oh, the brother was at work today. No, not today, yesterday. And the brother worked at a college. And what was that word? It was one of the classrooms had like a word of the day. And the word of the day was it meant cruel. But it wasn't just a word, it was a name. It was a name. Ooh, I wish I remembered that. I wish it was some way I could pause it and go back to it. Let me see. Okay. So, well, Lord willing, I'll put it in the post production. But also too, I remember the word. That's not what it actually means. But the fact that they had it up there, maybe that's one of the meanings, you know. You know, we look up the etymology, but maybe that's one of the definition meanings. But the fact that it was that name and it was that meaning, it was spiritual concerning the climate we in now. And a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord, Yahweh of hosts. And Trump ain't playing. Trump, let's look up fierce. Trump ain't playing with you fucking people. Strong, mighty, fierce. Strong, vehement, harsh, fierce, greedy, mighty. Yeah, he ain't the. He's speaking like a dragon. The scripture speaks about They had two horns like a lamb, but spoke as a dragon. He's there speaking like a dragon. He ain't hiding it. Let's look up cruel too while we at it. Hard, cruel, severe. Yeah, severe, man. Severe. See, in times past with this whole immigration thing, there used to be like some sympathy involved, especially with the children. That used to be like the get out of jail free card. You come over here illegally, but then you had children. Oh, you have children here, but then boom, well, you get to stay to keep them and raise them. Then the children come and interpret for you. Man, you know how many people over here that don't speak English? I used to talk to a chick that didn't speak English when I was in high school, and she was Puerto Rican. There's a lot of people over here that don't fucking speak English, man. Or their English ain't that well. And in years past, in times past, and people from them Eastern European countries too. Yeah, these Edomites there, they Russian and Poland, and well, go talk to their grandma. Their grandma can't speak no damn English. But now, they don't care if you had a babies no more. They had something with it. They had a 5-year-old in court without his parents, with some headphones on, translating for him. Now that's severe, hard, difficult, severe, fierce, intense, stubborn, stiff of neck. Yes, Trump's stubborn, man. See how many bills he passed when he came? And I was watching this video right here. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me see. Trump versus Nero. Now, in this video, America's Nero is Trump, America's Nero. In this video, a French senator compared Donald Trump to Nero. Now, is he watching the apostles' videos? And the bishops and the elders, is he watching their videos? But he compared them to Nero. And one of the things he said was he's surrounded by people that's not going to challenge him. So what you find is if you do challenge him, he getting rid of your ass. But anyway, let's jump down. 14, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. Yeah, all this abortion, Planned Parenthood, LGBTQ, just to name a few. That's perverse. And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or bush may do. You got all these people that's overqualified. Ain't no work for you. You got all these people that's underqualified. All right, you got the overqualified people. You got a bachelor's, you got a master's. You in IT, you got this much experience. But they don't got a lot of work for you in your field, so you go down a tier and you go there, and the people behind you like, well, I mean, you overqualified, or this not fair to hire you versus other people who've been, whatever they tell you. Then you got people with no work experience. They can't get in the field because people not retiring no more. You got to get to see when they come to working, you got to start working young. So you can bump your head a little and start, learning how the world of work is. But you can't, you get a job 14, 15, 16, right? Start learning responsibility, get you a bank account. You only can work so many hours, right? But those opportunities ain't afforded no more. It used to be summer jobs. You get about 14, okay, summer job, you go work at the pool. You go work at the basketball little basketball tournaments, right? Pick up trash for the city, cut grass for the city, pass out flyers and whatever. You don't see that shit going on no more. That shit ain't happening. Ain't no work out here. Ain't no, which the head or tail, branch or brush may do. Ain't no work for nobody. It says, all right. Instead of allowing this military parade to be the center of gravity, activists will see. And to quote the Elder Yah, she did a video earlier today, was yesterday. Let me pull that up. Let me see. Hold on, real quick. I forgot the title. LA riots, Defiance Day, 2nd Ezra 9. Yep. he said he hoped Trump mow you niggas down or mow you people, whatever. Cause here it is, he trying to restore some American pride, but he getting all this pushback from it. But the elder said that in how can I say? We know what the Bible say, right? We know what the scriptures say. All right. But he was saying that just like matter of factly, like the nerve of niggas, like, or not niggas as in Jake, but just people in general. Like, if you understand the way a country work and you so for your country, then you wouldn't be against some of the stuff he doing. But the scripture says he will set Egyptian against Egyptian. He will cause the spirit of Egypt to fail. It won't be reignited. It says, activists will make action everywhere else the story of America that day, according to a release from Invisible. The group says activists nationwide will come together for marches, rallies, and demonstrations to reject corrupt authoritarian politics in the United States, adding that the protests are modeled after Hands Off and May Day demonstrations. Now, look, there's laws on the books now. Don't be surprised if some shit pop off. It's laws on the books where you can't assemble. I remember when let me see. Oh, we got time. Can you protest near Secret Service? See what they say. No, I ain't saying about a goddamn video. Hey, I know what. I remember like some years back, they was trying to set parameters on protesting near government officials, and they was trying to extend that into Secret Service agents too. Anyway, I'll let that go. All right. But with agent provocateurs, right? Anything can be slanted and swayed and turned into stuff, because that's how they further take rights away from people and make things tighter and tighter and tighter. LA is under a curfew, right, based off these riots. So if something happened here with the president, now look, now there's already been an attempt on his life too. See? And I'm just going to say that like that. I'm not going to put a caveat on it. I'm using that word correctly. says, the organizers accused the president of holding the military parade to celebrate himself, comparing his actions to that of a king. Donald Trump wants tanks in the streets and a made-for-TV display of dominance for his birthday, according to No Kings. A spectacle meant to look like strength, but real power isn't staged in Washington. America used to show their strength all the time. That's where you got they first did it with the Navy, right? The Navy, the motto "Join the Navy, see the world" was based off a display of strength. You see. Join the Navy, see the world. The slogan, "Join the Navy and see the world," is a classic recruitment tagline reflecting the opportunity to travel and experience different cultures while serving in the military. The Navy provides us a unique chance to see the world from a perspective few others do, with ships home ported in various locations, both domestically and internationally, whether on duty or during military leave. But at the time that they did this was to show off the naval fleet, all right? Because America had the top navy in the world. Because whoever had the best navy used to mean a lot. The Spanish Armada, right? Spain had the best navy at one point, but then America had, I think it might have been World War One, one of those wars. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Navy ships are stationed in numerous locations around the world, from the United States to various countries, Asia, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. Landed top of the sailor boys right on D-Day. Let me see. A display of power. Let's just see what they say. Okay, look. The phrase "Join the Navy, see the world" is a classic and widely recognized Navy recruitment slogan and has been used for many years to attract potential recruits by highlighting the opportunities for travel and adventure that the Navy offers. While a display of power isn't a direct part of the standard "Join the Navy, see the world" slogan, the display of power is certainly a significant aspect of the U.S. Navy's role and missions. The Navy serves as a key tool for projecting soft power and influence around the globe through actions like humanitarian assistance and disaster relief effort. It also displays a vital role in showcasing American strength and capabilities through various operations and deployments. Essentially, the Navy's function encompasses both the individual benefits of service, travel, adventure, job opportunities, as suggested by the traditional slogan, as well as the larger strategic objective of demonstrating naval power and fulfilling national interests. Right, so, because countries do that all the time. These other foreign countries, they'll do it. They show displays of power. When these countries test nuclear weapons and nuclear missiles, that's showing a display of power. Right? So Trump trying to get back in that imperialistic ancient American mold, right? Because the world is a stage, everybody looking. And I'll say this, a lot of things true at the same time too. See, there's a lot of shit going on. A lot of shit going on in June. It's June. Ain't no microchip. Somebody should put that in the song. One of the brothers said that. Anyway, June 14th is also the Army's birthday, a day that marks when Americans first organized to stand up to a king. Okay. Trump isn't honoring that legacy, he's hijacking it to celebrate himself. While the group says the event is meant to boost the president's ego, he emphasized that it is meant to honor the Army and highlight its history. This parade salutes our soldiers' remarkable strength and unbeatable spirit, Trump said in a promotional video on Thursday of last week. Well, wait a minute. The spirit of Egypt is failing. You won't want to miss it. I think it's going to be better and bigger than any parade we ever had in this country. Okay, I'll finish. Since I'm almost done, I'll finish it. According to White House communications, attendees will experience 250 years of Army heritage through historical U.S. Army personnel reenactors, period-accurate equipment, vehicles, impressive flyovers, and military bands participating in the landmark event. And it's funny, right? Because the American military got the cheapest equipment. All right? And I know that from personal experience. All right? American military got the cheapest equipment. A lot of shit is old and outdated. Despite the parade being held in D.C., the group opted not to hold a competing event in there. Instead, it is hosting one of its major protests in Philadelphia, which is not far away. All right. However, an interactive map on the No Kings website shows several events to be held around the Beltway. While the demonstrations come on the heels of violent protests in Los Angeles, the events have been planned as early as the 1st of May. The group says it is committed to nonviolent action, urging its participants de-escalate any potential confrontation. We'll see. But anyway, Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. Hopefully elect. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash, Shalom.